Good morning, friends. As part of the lecture series, Ethics in Maha Bharata, today this is my fourth lecture. Today, I'd like to tell two stories. One is birth of Veda Vyasa and one is birth of Karna. Both persons were born under the similar circumstances. But one person has risen to the heights of a sage, great Rishi, wrote Mahabharatam, Bhagavatam, all the 108 Puranas, and he is Veda Vyasa. There is the other end of the spectrum, we are having one more person, born under similar circumstances. He is Karna. He is one among the Dushta Chatushtayam, joined the company of Duryodhana, and he became a great villain. Why two persons born under similar circumstances and situations behaved in two different ways? Is there any Garbhadhana? At the time, what are the factors that influence the Garbhadhana? This is the topic of discussion. Here, before getting this topic, what provoked me to do this research is one thing. Here, I come across an article in Banaras Hindu University very recently. The article title says like this. I'll just read out the title. Banaras Hindu University Hospital starts Garbha Sanskar therapy for pregnant women to nurture cultured babies. This is the idea. So what they are doing is all the ladies who are already pregnant and who are joining Banaras Hindu University Hospital, they are taking care of these Garbhini Stris, that is called the pregnant ladies, and they are doing samskaras day after day, month after month, with magic therapy, music therapy, emotional therapy, mantra therapy, and many other these type of things. And they wanted to produce what are the type of children? Cultured, vigorous, virtuous, healthy, beautiful children with a divine soul and high IQ. These are the objectives for them. So these are the objectives. This is there in Ayurveda, in our system of medicine. We are having all these things. Garbha Samskaras are there. But here, what prompted me to do this research is whether Garbhadhana, the time of conception, what are the factors that influence the factors of conception? What are the factors that influence the conception? And whether that will be having bearing on the brought up of the child, the behavior of the child, the emotions of the child in the future stage of life. With this mind only, I am trying to analyze these two stories. Let us see the story of Veda Vyasa, how he was born. Veda Vyasa, how he was born. Normally, we feel that Veda Vyasa was born to a fisherwoman. That's a wrong notion. No doubt he was born to a fisherwoman only, but the story goes a little beyond. Once upon a time, there was a great Samrat by name Vasu Maharaj. Vasu Maharaj was a stature of the stature of Indra, and Indra was actually afraid of this Vasu Maharaj. He came down to earth. He made friendship with Vasu Maharaj, and he gave him an aeroplane. Vasu Maharaj was always flying in the air. Because of this reason, he was also known as Uparichara Vasu. Uparichara means Uparichara Vasu means he was always flying in the air only. So this person on one occasion, it so happened that his Shukram or Viryam has fallen into the river. When it has fallen into the river, there was a fish in it. The fish is none other than an Apsarasa by name Adrika. She got a curse from Brahmadeva that she will be born as a fish. She was born as a fish and she was there in the river. She swallowed this Shukram of Uparichara Vasu. Immediately she got pregnant and delivered two babies. One is a boy and one is a girl. The boy was taken by Vasu Maharaj and made him a king. The girl was given to Dasaraj. Dasaraj is actually one more tribal head. He was a fisherman community. The man was very happy to receive this girl. This girl, he was growing up this child in his house only. Since this girl was born from the womb of a fish, she was always giving fish smell. For a distance of a yojana, people can able to recognize her that she is a Matsyagandhi who is coming. Matsyagandhi means the person who was smelling a fish smell. For one yojana distance, the smell was coming. Because of this reason, she was known as Matsyagandhi. But she was exceptionally a beautiful lady. Exceptionally beautiful lady. On one occasion, she was ferrying passengers from one side of the Yamuna River to other side of the Yamuna River. When she was going like that, on that particular day, there was only one passenger. The one passenger was none other than Parasara Maharshi. Parasara Maharshi, as we know, he is the son of Shakti, and Shakti is the son of Vasishta. So he belongs to the lineage of a great rishis. He was traveling in the boat, and she was ferrying the boat. He was very much attracted by the beauty of this lady, approached her immediately and proposed her. I want to meet you now only. She was totally taken back. What are you talking, Maharshi? When are you talking? There are three issues are here. One is, I am a Kanya. I am a Kanya, and I do not want my Kanyatvam to be violated. This is one aspect. Second thing is that it is a totally daytime. In the daytime, sunlight is there all around. In the sunlight, it is not permitted to do coitus. This is the second thing is there. The third thing is that my smell is fish smell. I smell fish smell. With the fish smell, I don't want to go to any person. These are the three issues are there. If you can solve all these problems, I don't have any problem. She was telling like that. Then Parashara was a great Maharshi. What he did was that immediately he gave her a boon. Okay, what you are asking is that your fish smell will not be there with you very anymore. From now onwards, you will become Yojana Gandhi, and your fragrance will be spreading to a distance of 1 kilometer, 1 Yojana. And here, anybody can recognize you as a Yojana Gandhi from now onwards. Now you are no more Matsya Gandhi. She was very much happy. Then the second aspect is that your Kanyatvam. I protect your Kanyatvam. And bless you a boy. The third thing is that it is a daytime, I agree. Daytime, permission, it is not permitted to meet why man and woman are not supposed to meet in the daytime. Yes, I agree. And I will be creating the night now only. With his power of tapas, he created darkness all around. There was a darkness all around, and there was a Shar Kanyatvam will be protected, and her fish smell has already gone, and she is now giving a fragrance to a long distance. And she was very much happy. And she was very shy at that time, and immediately the meeting took place. Between the two great souls, and immediately Sadyogarbha happened. Sadyogarbha means on the spot, the delivery of the boy also will be happening. The 9 months bearing of the pregnancy will not be there. The boy was born. He was already grown up, and the boy bowed to Satyavati and told, "Oh mother, whenever you ask me, I will be coming here. Until then, I will be doing tapas." He went out. This is the birth of Veda Vyasa. Veda Vyasa was born on the Yamuna River. He was born in the boat. He was born to an Apsarasa's daughter, that is called Yojana Gandhi. And this is how it happened. And with regard to Karna's birth, let us see Karna's birth, how it happened. As we know, all of you know, Durvasa Maharshi has given a boon to a mantra to Kunti. If she chants that mantra, the god of her choice appear before her and bless her a child. That was the mantra. And she is a great mantra. She was still a Kanya at the time, but she was so inquisitive and she was so anxious to test the mantra. And one day she was just lying on her bed. She just woke up and her gaze fixed to Surya Mandalam. She was seeing the pleasant rising sun on the eastern horizon. She wanted to test the mantra. And she was continuously looking at she was staring at the sun. Immediately she got the divine chachu. Divine chachu means divine eyesight she got. And she could see Surya wearing his kavacha, kundala, and he was standing there in Surya Mandalam. She was continuously seeing him, and she invoked the mantra and chanted the mantra, and he invited Surya. Immediately Surya came there. And he wanted to give Kunti a boy at the same time. So she was very much aghast. Oh Surya, I just asked you to test the mantra only. I am not intended to meet you. Please go away like that. But Surya was not going. He was not willing to go also. What he was telling was, I am bound by mantra. If I don't touch you, if I don't meet with you, I will be violating the mantri's varam also. Mantri's, the Muni's boon. I will be actually violating the boon. I am not supposed to do that. The mantra, I have to abide by the mantra. So I have come here, I have to bless you, a child only. Then she was telling, I am a Kanya. How can it is possible? Then Surya, he told, like Yojagandhi place only, he was telling that, yes, your Kanyatvam will be protected. I will protect your Kanyatvam and I will bless you with a boy. Even then, Kunti was not willing to meet with Surya. She was telling that I cannot tolerate the social stigma. Thing is that Kanyadanam can be done only by father and mother and not anybody else. And I am not I am trying to violate the rules and regulations of the tradition, she was telling. But Surya was not willing to listen. He was threatening now. What he was threatening is that if you don't listen to me, then what I do is that I will curse the Muni, I will curse your father, and I will curse you. This is how he was threatening. There was no choice for Kunti. Kunti just surrendered her body and she told, okay, then in that case, at least bless me with a great warrior. Then Surya agreed. He will be born of my stature, he will be born, he will be having Sahaja Kavacha Kundalam, he will be having. I bless all those things. And then he entered the Navi of Kunti. He established his Virium in her and he came out. Kunti, Surya entered her body through yoga and established his stages. Kunti has almost lost her consciousness and fell upon the bed. Then Surya left. Afterwards, what happened was that here Satyogarbham did not happen. Kunti became pregnant. That was not known to any person. She did not reveal the secret. She kept the secret in her heart only. Only one Dasi was knowing. There were no samskaras for another 10 months. Garbha Sanskara did not happen to her. And Simantonayana did not happen. Nothing was happened. She was not meeting her father and mother also. Very rarely she used to meet them. And immediately she goes to indoors. This is how she was there for almost 10 months. She protected the Garbha. And then she delivered a baby. And the day she delivered a baby, she wanted to dispose of the baby. What she did was that she put the baby in a box and with the help of the Dasi, pushed the box into the rivers. This is how Karna was born. The boy was brought up in some other place by Suta and he rose in the society as a Suta Putra, like that. He was born. But these are the two circumstances under which Veda Vyasa was born and Karna was born. Then what does Ayurveda say? Let us see Ayurveda aspect. Now I will read out the certain passages of Ayurveda. Ayurveda, what it prohibits and what it accepts. Ayurveda says, the coitus should not be done with a woman having done overeating, over hungry, thirsty, frightened, hours, AVERSE hours, sorrow stricken, angry, looking for someone else, having absence of desire for sex, etc. These are the things which are to be avoided. This is how it is written down. There are certain timings are also mentioned. What they say, Ayurveda, again, this is there in Shushruta Samhita. Shushruta Samhita, Sharirasthana it is there. It is mentioned that it should not be done during twilights, festival days, early mornings, midnight, midday, and improper place are likely to create embarrassment, open to unclean place. All these things are mentioned. Normalcy of psychology and happiness of couple is most important for conception. These are the things it is written down. Then let us see, let us apply all these principles. Try to apply all these principles to both Karna and also Veda Vyasa. Here three issues are there. One is the timing. The second thing is that the emotional equanimity maintained by those two ladies. And the third thing is that is there any guilty feeling between these two persons? Let us analyze these three parameters with regard to Karna, with regard to Veda Vyasa. The timing. Timing of meeting of man and woman is not permitted in the morning times according to Ayurveda. But Kunti, what happened in the case of Kunti? It was early morning for Kunti. And for Yojana Gandhi, even though it was daytime, it was totally dark ambience. It was totally dark ambience, and he created night in the morning only. Here, there is a beautiful description of Kunti meeting Surya. What is the time? Here, it is the shloka is on Vanaparva. Vanaparva is the third book of Maha Bharata. Adi Parva, Sabha Parva, and Vanaparva. Vanaparva, 306 chapter, fourth shloka, it says, Tato harmyatalastha sa maharha shayanochita pracham disi samudyantam dadarsha aditya mandalam. Which means that she was still in harmyatalastha. She was still sleeping on her bed. She just got up. Maharha shayanochita. She was sleeping and she woke up. Pracham disi samudyantam dadarsha aditya mandalam. She saw aditya mandalam. Dadarsha means she saw aditya mandalam in the eastern side. That which means that it is a totally morning time. Morning time, the meeting of Karna and the meeting of Kunti and Surya took place. So for Yojana Gandhi, it was not the morning time. Though it is a daytime, it was made dark. It was made night for Parashara, and then night only they met. Because the meeting of the couple in the morning times and the night times, we are having similar story in Kashyapa Prajapati. Again in Maha Bharata it is there. Kashyapa Prajapati was having two wives. One wife was Diti, one wife was Aditi. Diti approached Kashyapa Maharshi at Pradosha Vela, that is called in the evening time. She went to him and requested for blessing of children. Then he was telling, what Diti, what are you telling? Is this the time? This is the evening time. But he cannot help at the time. She came already fully decorated and she was asking for children. He blessed her with children only, and she got Daityas. Daityas means all Asuras she got. And then Aditi, she approached same Kashyapa Prajapati and asked for children at the appropriate time, and she got Adityas. Adityas are gods. She got Adityas, and this person has got Daityas. But timing is very important. We are having one more story in the same Mahabharata, the birth of Ghatotkacha. Hidimbasara was killed by Bhimasena. When Hidimbasara was killed by Bhimasena, Hidimbasara's sister was there. Her name was Hidimba. She was attracted by Bhimasena. She went to Bhimasena and asked her, I want to marry you. But Bhimasena refused. Then she went to Kunti. She went to Dharmaraja and continuously requested them that they want to make her the wife of Bhimasena. Then, because she was continuously asking, Dharmaraja agreed for the proposal. Dharmaraja was such a strategist person that he put a condition. The condition is that, oh Hidimba, yes, we agree. We agree to your proposal that Bhimasena will be your husband, but with a condition. The condition is that you need to take Bhimasena in the mornings and you can be with him throughout the day. By the time evening comes, you need to put Bhimasena back here and you need to go away. Night times he will be with us only. Morning times, day times he will be with you only. This is how he asked. Why did he ask like this? There is a reason for this. By the time Dharmaraja was having in his mind that in the event of the imminent war, he should have a Rakshasa also on his side in order to meet the might of Alambasura and some other Rakshasas who are already there in Duryodhana's side. So in order to meet their power, he also should have one Rakshasa on his side. This is the right opportunity. Because meeting of Bhimasena and Hidimba in the morning times will result into the birth of a Rakshasa only. That is the idea of Dharmaraja. Because great personalities will not be great, sattvic persons will not be born in the morning time. If the meeting takes place in the morning time, they will be having only Asuric Pravrutti Lakshana Purushas only they will be having. This is the idea here. So what happened here is that he gave this condition and Hidimba agreed for this condition. She married Bhima and she used to take away Bhima in the morning times and she used to be with Bhimasena in the mornings and by evening he was giving back Bhimasena to Dharmaraja and other Pandavas. This is how he was born. So the timing is very, very important here. So Kashyapa Prajapati case Visa, this is also Visa. Here because of this reason, Kunti's case, it is a morning time. She met with Surya and for Yojana Gandhi, it is a totally darkness, it was night time. The second important aspect is that however they were there at the time of conception, emotionally, that is also important. Emotional equanimity is very much important at the time of conception. Yojana Gandhi, if you take into consideration, she was very happy and high in spirits. Why she was very happy? Two reasons are there. One is she is meeting Parashara, a great Rishi. She was happy. Second thing is that her fish smell has gone. She got a bone by means of which she will be giving fragrance for a distance of 1 yojana distance. She was very, very happy because of her body odor has changed totally. She was happy. She was high in spirits. She met with Parashara because it was a totally darkness. And this is beautifully described in Maha Bharata. Adi Parvam it is there, 63 chapter, it is 81 shloka. I will just read it out. Tato labdhavara prita stribhava gunabhushita jagama sahasamsargam rushina adbhuta karmana. Tato labdhavara prita stribhava gunabhushita jagama sahasamsargam rushina adbhuta karmana. What does it mean? Labdhavara Prita, she got the bone. She got the bone from Parashara and she was Prita, she was very, very happy. And how she met? Stri Bhava Guna Bhushita, like that it is described, with all feminine happiness, feminine virtues, and feminine Bhushitas, Guna Bhushitas, with all these things, she met with Parashara with all happiness. Then Jagama Sahasamsargam Rushina Adbhuta Karmana. How the Rushi behaved? Rushina Adbhuta Karmana. He also enjoyed with her with different varieties of play. Like that it is described. Both were in high spirits. Both were very, very happy. And then Satyavati went home. How did she go home? She went home. Again it is described. It is Adi Parva. Again 63 chapter 86th shloka it says. Tata Satyavati Hrushta Jagamaswam Niveshanam. Tata Satyavati Hrushta. Like that the word has been used. Hrushta means very happy. Satyavati went home with very, very happily. She went home. This is a case of emotional mind that she was having. Yojana Gandhi was having. What was the mind of Kunti? She was not at all happy. She almost surrendered her body to Surya and she was almost unconsciousness and she fell on the bed. At the time, Surya established his Viryam in her Garbha and he went out. This is how he was born. And then one more, the last aspect between these two ladies, the difference is that the guilty feeling. Matsya Gandhi never felt guilty. Matsya Gandhi means Yojana Gandhi, because Matsya Gandhi is no more, it is there. She has become a Yojana Gandhi. She never felt guilty for her act. She came home with happy moods. When she came home, father was asking, Dasaras was asking, what, my dear girl, what happened to you? All this time you were, all this, just now you were smelling fishy smell, you were there. Now suddenly it is changed. You are smelling so fragrant, what happened? Then she's narrated the story. She was telling, yes, father. What happened is that one great Rishi by name Parashara, he is a grandson of Vasishta. He was there in my boat. He saw me and he gave me this bowl. I am so happy. Like that she was telling. And she also revealed the secret to Bhishma also. What was the occasion again? The occasion was she wanted to invite, initially she asked Bhishma to impregnate Ambika and Ambalika. Ambika and Ambalika are daughter-in-laws. The two daughter-in-laws did not have progeny. Because of this reason, she asked Bhishma first. Bhishma refused because of his oath. Then Bhishma suggested that why don't you invite a Brahmin? Then she told, why to ask any Brahmin? Veda Vyasa is my son only. She was telling. At that time, she revealed the entire secret. We were there in the boat. At the time, Parashara blessed me with a child. The child is none other than Veda Vyasa. If I call him aloud, he will be coming here. Like that she told. And Bhishma was very happy. Bhishma was very happy. It was no more a secret. All Kauravas, all Pandavas, and everybody was knowing that they were the progeny of Veda Vyasa. Because she revealed the secret. She never felt that her act at that particular point of time was something wrong. But in the case of Kunti, it's not like that. Kunti never revealed the secret. And there was a great occasion. The occasion was Dronacharya arranged the convocation for Pandavas and Kauravas. The Shastrabhyasa was going on. Everybody was looking at Karna and they were actually poking at him that you are a Sutaputra like that. Kunti did not come forward and tell, no, he is my son like that. She never told. She never revealed the secret because she was feeling still guilty only. She was afraid of the social stigma. And second thing is that when did she reveal the secret? She revealed the secret only when the last obsequies were being performed. After the great Kurukshetra war, Dharmaraja was doing ceremonies for all the persons. He was performing the rites for Dronacharya, Bhishma, Duryodhana, and all other persons he was giving obsequies. But Karna, nobody was giving. At that time, she comes and asks Dharmaraja, oh Dharmaraja, perform rites to Karna also. Then he was asking why. Then she revealed the secret that he is your brother. This is how she revealed the secret. Only at the end only she revealed the secret. The entire time she was guilty only. The guilty feeling was there. From the beginning she was having the guilty feeling. This is one more reason why the birth of Karna happened for her and the person who was a villainous character. And here in the case of Yojana Gandhi, she felt that what she has done is not certainly wrong. It is certainly, if not it is right, it is certainly it is not wrong because it is proposed by Parashara Maharshi and she agreed. She got the bone and she was happy also. These are the backgrounds. So Ayurveda, if you take into consideration, Ayurveda says many other things also it will be telling. What are the factors that influence Garbhadhana? They say that it is Matruja Bhavas, Pitruja Bhavas, Swastha Bhavas, Sattvika Bhavas, Rajas Bhavas, Tamas Bhavas, and many other things they will be discussing. All these things are very, very important for the meeting of couple after marriage. So why I am telling all these things is one reason is there. The current generations of people, they don't read our scriptures. They don't look at our books. Thing is they should be educated. What are the days that are to be avoided? What are the times that are to be avoided? What are the things that are to be taken into consideration for Garbhadhana? All these things are very important because even not only timing, emotional maturity and all these things, even the way we behave at the time is also very important. Take the case of Dhritarashtra. What happened in the case of Dhritarashtra? Ambalika looked at Vedavyasa and she could not receive him easily. She just closed her eyes. Because she closed her eyes, the meeting of Vyasa took place with Ambalika and a born blind person was born. That is Dhritarashtra. And again, Satyavati was not happy. Satyavati means Yojana Gandhi only because she revealed all the secrets. She is known as Satyavati, stands by truth only. Like that. So she invited, she asked Veda Vyasa, why don't you impregnate Ambalika also? Then he went to Ambalika. When he went to Ambalika, Ambalika also looked pale and she could not take Veda Vyasa easily. Because of this reason, she got Pandu Maharaj, who was looking very white in complexion. Like that he was born. And then again she asked Veda Vyasa to go to Ambika again. He went to Ambika, but Ambika this time employed a Dasi for the purpose of Veda Vyasa. The Dasi served Veda Vyasa very much and she got a baby by Veda Vyasa. That boy is Vidura, a great dharmic person. So the play the way we receive, that is called Matruja Bhavas. Matruja Bhavas are also very important, which play very important role at the time of Garbhadana. Matruja Bhavas, Pitruja Bhavas, Swastha Bhavas, Satvika Bhavas, Rajasic Bhavas, Tamasic Bhavas. Like that, many things are described in Ayurveda. All these things, the present day generation of people should know it. Why this they should know it? Because the work that is being done by Benares Hindu University, as I told earlier, is a laudable objective. Because what they are doing is that they are taking care of the pregnant ladies. They are taking care of when they are doing samskaras month after month and day after day. But here it is also important to take care of the Garbhadhana. That is also very important. What are the times that are to be avoided? What are to be taken care of? What to be avoided? And all these things are to be known to the current generations of the people. Then only, because of this reason, this entire therapy is also named as ethics of the womb, because Garbha Sanskara. Garbha Sanskara means Garbha means womb, Samskara means ethics. So the designation for this particular what is called taking care of the Garbhini Sris are ethics of the womb. Ethics of the womb, all the people should know it. This is very important in order to culture, in order to give birth for vibrant, vigilant, at the same time high IQ people, and also at the same time sattvic type of people will be born. Only for all the persons will be knowing, all the couple at least will be knowing all these aspects in their life. So because of this reason, ethics of the womb plays very important in the role of getting in the role of preserving the culture, in the preserving our culture, spreading our culture, and at the same time propagating our greatness among all the people across the world. With this, I would like to conclude the story. I would like to conclude the story, and at the same time, I also wish to inform you that all these my stories, you can able to see these stories in my blog unclekatha.com, unclekatha.com, unclekatha.com. They are there. And some 85 stories are completed so far. You can see all these stories in this website. And at the same time, I request all of you to put your comments over this story in the comment box. So that is, after all, the purpose of telling this entire story is to spread the important aspects of our culture to all the generations of the people. So in this noble aspect, everybody will be contributing. Your comments will be highly valuable, and that will be taken into consideration for the purpose of improving the lecture series. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.